think it's time for a new gearbox for George. The engines are probably okay for a little bit. Next race, by the way, is Abu Dhabi, for people wondering. Which isn't exactly super high speed, but it is the 9th race of a 20-race season, where we have been getting some good points lately. Also, I need money so I can do research. For people who missed it, there's been an issue lately, which is I don't have enough money to do research. Oh, chance of mistake high. No. Have a rest, lads. 10%. Oh why are we working them so hard? Says the man who's literally murdered mechanics, just making them work on Christmas Day. Do I think Kevin can get 15th? I have to believe. George to get 16th. Our current overall ranking is 14th on the grid for this track. I feel like we might be okay here. Okay, 34-1, 34-2. They did identical Sector 1 times. We've got out early here. Worst case scenario, I put on another set of fresh tyres. Ideally, I don't have to do that. And I can use these tyres for maybe just a banker at the end of Q1. Went out early, though. No traffic. This is good. I assume Magnussen's going to be maybe like a 10th down here as they cross the line. Kevin, where are you? 3 temps. Okay, he must have lost a bit more in the last sector. Yeah, he did. He lost 2 temps there. Russell has gone very quick there. We did put in a new gearbox, but I wasn't expecting... Okay, I wasn't expecting it to make that much of a difference as Behrman goes half a second quicker. I mean, 6th and 3rd. Do we reckon I can get away with used tyres? I've put on fresh tyres, but I might gamble it. It might be an error. But with, like, such a different, like, a tactical approach. Oh, wait, sorry. Hold. Perez crashed. Is he okay? I mean...
No, I cannot believe this.
I can believe it, but I've watched you for the last year in real life. I think he might have got away with it. It's not showing damage. Has he got away with it? I think he has. Oh, chat, do you reckon I get through here without using a fresh set? Am I better off being safe with Kevin? I think traffic might have held up these other people. I think with Kevin, I've got to put on a fresh set. Oh, my word. Yuki's just crashed in my save game. Is it the Yuki Tsunoda crash? What? That's really weird. Do we need to... Is there a conspiracy theory around drivers crashing on certain dates, like on people's PCs? Like, if you're on the 2nd of January 2025, does Yuki always cause a red flag? Or is the game listening to me? Russell has slipped down a little bit. Oh, chat. I think I gamble. Do I gamble with Russell? I mean, Tsunoda's now not going to set a time, is he? How is Albon going to set... Sorry, chat, what is that Albon? Is that a glitched time by Albon? That must be a glitched time with the red flag. There's no way he's a second faster than everyone. I mean, I'm going to have to go fresh tyres with both. Neither of my drivers are improving despite the fact I've put a fresh set of tyres on. That is concerning. Are we fine? I think we're okay, maybe. Kevin's not improving. Kevin, you need to go quicker for the believers. He's not going quicker, is he?
Currently P7. So that was a good lap. We're coming in.
I'm not happy with that, if I'm being honest. Where is Sainz here? He's on a lap right now. He and Perez are about to cross the line. I want to click on bloody Perez here. How quick's he going to go here, chat? Not quicker than Kevin. Sainz. Not quicker than Kevin. I think they probably got blocked, but don't let that ruin it. We are through, I think. I'm not sure if it's guaranteed mathematically. I'm just going to assume we're safe. Who didn't make it through? Oh, one sec, chat. My head's in the way. I'm going to use that all the time. Wait, Leclerc went out. Leclerc is out. Wowzer. Both Mercedes are out. Mercedes have been awful this year. Both Haas out's a bit of a shock. Lamborghini's been stinky as well this year, to be fair. Right. Let's get this first lap done. Now, this is a lap on used tyres, so I'm not expecting fireworks. Is there traffic here, or am I going crazy? Is it a Ward? Oh, it is a Ward. We've already passed him with one car. Did he just block Kevin there? 18-1, 18-2. Kevin might have got blocked a little there. Ugh! I don't love that. That Red Bull's a problem. I mean, skirted around it. I think we got away with it. George is really up on Kevin, by the way. Like half a second up right now. I'm trying to think. The cars are the exact same. I even swapped out their gearboxes. I'm kind of shocked. Georgie Russ, what you got for us? Half a second by Max? That's not awful. That is awful by Kevin. That is stinky. There's a yellow flag. Gasly's crashed. Is that going to be a red flag? Or is he okay? What happened? I mean, it's a car chat that might not go quicker. Was that on his outlap? That didn't look quick, did it? I think the big challenge for Football Manager is how do you provide... Oh, my God. Kevin. Kevin! Chat, he's got damage. Kevin doesn't want FM25 out either, apparently. You absolute cockwomble. What's the damage? I can replace the front wing, but he's got damage elsewhere. I mean, yeah, I know you crashed, mate. I know you crashed. Ah!
Yeah, my bad.
I think now I have to send Russell out in front of Kevin and hope that Russell could just get through without Kevin being a pain. And if Kevin gets a tow, it's a happy accident. Can anyone else hear the Isabel theme tune playing in the distance? Russell actually did improve there.
Okay, that's P6.
Which is a bit surprising. It doesn't tell me which parts were damaged. Is it the parts I can't swap? I think it was the chassis, wasn't it? Is it the chassis and suspension? I think it was the chassis, suspension, and front wing, and I can only repair one of those. All right, fresh tyres. Come on, Kevin. This is painful. It's like waiting for Windows to update. They're showing Isabel on TV. I can imagine it too. Oh, that's a pain. Kevin just got blue flagged. Is Russell going to get blue flagged as well? Who was it behind? Oh, Kevin's lost his toe. Piastri is behind Russell here. Kevin moved out the way for the... Kevin, it's very unfortunate for Kevin and his toe, chat. It's not his fault. It's not my fault. He got blue flagged. If Kevin gets through here, chat, it will be... They'll make movies about it. They will. Russell, I think, is going to be good here to get through, which the Q1 is... Q3, we'll get there eventually, is massive for me. Kevin, why are you swearing, mate? What are you waffling about? I hate to say it for the Kevin fans, he ain't getting through. It ain't happening. Russell improves a little. Kevin is out, barring a miracle, which isn't going to come. I don't know if I've got replacements for the parts he broke. If I have to emergency manufacture, that is really going to ruin our finances. But Russell's through to Q3. That is positive. That is positive. Chat, is it defeatist if to end this, I just go out for one lap of softs on used softs at the end? Oh, Kevin's missing parts. Do we have a suspension? Oh, wait. I've just installed... I've accidentally taken George's suspension there. Sorry, George. You can have your suspension back. Brake park firm. Chat, I've just discovered a bug. I've accidentally given the suspension to Kevin, but now it's taken off George's car, and now it won't let me put it back on because it says I'm braking park firme if I do that. But it's the same design he went out with. So it should be fine. But I think the game is not anticipating this scenario. The game doesn't think anyone will be as stupid as to give the broken part or the used part from one car to the car that's out. You know what? There's very few times where I'd say save scum is acceptable. I think that is an acceptable occasion. Because no matter what I did with George there, even if I just gave him back his own part, he was going to get the penalty, which is stupid. I mean, admittedly, the game is just not designed to be jack-proof, is it? Let's be honest. So I think, chat, best plan here is to just go out at the end of the session on used tyres and try and get a fluky tow. I feel like I want the 2 sets of softs for the race. I kind of want to stream snipe these guys. If I hit send out now, I think we'll come out behind the Red Bull. Hope we come out behind the Red Bull. Are we going to be close? Also, driver disqualified. Chat, why does that make it sound like he's not DNF'd? He's been disqualified. Is that unique text because he's changed parts in quali? I feel like it doesn't normally say driver disqualified. That feels a lot more brutal. Because I gave him a different spec suspension, I think he might have a pit lane start. So Kevin might be starting from the pit lane. I probably could have emergency manufactured the new suspension, but I'll be honest, I don't have the money to do that. So putting him on the old spec was really the only play. I mean, I want to be like, George is going quicker. Of course, it's his only running of the session. I will say the times he's put in there are pretty comparable to what he's been putting in the previous sessions. There's a chance we might be able to pip Gasly and maybe Piastri here. A chance. I might be being very ambitious. Is there a chance? There is no chance. We're 10th. You can't see it behind my head. Yeah. He broke. He broke. Park firm, mate. He starts from the timeout zone. It's a pit lane start for Kevin. It does say 20th there, rather than 21st or 22nd. Is there a few people in the pit lane here? Yeah, Lawson and Tsunoda are starting at the back with Kevin. I mean, it's not a slow car, the Aston. That could... I want to say that could be fun. It's probably going to be nightmarish. I'll tell you what, Magnussen, Lawson, Tsunoda, that is a trio, isn't it, of cars to be starting next to one another. George's tyre management is a bit better, and the suspension that he is running that Kevin's had to give up helps with tyre preservation. So I think I go soft, medium, soft. Oh, I hate the fact that we've got a pit lane start, but it's quite good for content. Kevin, give us content. I'm looking for him at the back. He's not there. He's off camera to the left somewhere. I'm actually wondering, where do the cars queue on pit exit? I'll tell you what, you have to wait for all the cars to go past the start-finish line. Or is it the start-finish line or the first corner? Oh, my word. That is a brutal, spot to have to wait. Obviously, Abu Dhabi has the weird pit exit where you go under the tunnel. I assume some pit lane starts are more brutal than others. That one felt like we had to wait a long time compared to others. I always thought it was when all the cars past the start-finish line, but maybe it's the first corner. Because the start-finish line in this track's high up. I don't know the intricacies of that rule. I really should. I almost feel like with Kevin here, there's not much point in racing that hard. Is that sensible? What tyre are Lawson and Tsunoda on? Mediums and hards. I mean, Lawson will probably go past us, but I think this is just a case of being sensible, isn't it? I mean, to be fair, Kevin has actually caught up to the back of the pack. How far were we behind earlier? I can't believe that we're that close to the back already. I guess everyone concertinas up in the traffic, don't they? Kevin, why are you ing me? I hear bleeps Kevin's fuming. He is. He's having a great battle with Logan. I actually feel like here I'm probably better off trying to push. Drop Sargent out of DRS if I can. I don't think if I push, he's going to be able to keep up. There's 5 seconds of clean air in front of Kevin. So if we can pull ahead of Logan here, I can kind of chill for the rest of our stint. Russell is just out of DRS here on O'Ward. If I deploy... I can keep up the guys in front. Our softs, by the way, are in a crazy spot. Our softs are better off than everyone else's mediums. Russell is actually in a crazy, crazy spot right now. Because we're in the desert as well, even though I've been really conserving the tyres, we're in a fortunate position where they're not overheating. Or not overheating, they're not cooling too much, they're getting really cold. Yellow flag. Kushmaidi's off. That's the corner that Kevin crashed. Kevin's cleared it. Kevin didn't hit him, did he? He just crashed. Please tell me Kevin didn't crash. It didn't say multiple cars. I can't see a Kevin Magnussen. Okay, I'll be honest. In terms of crashing in that game, that one has not looked good. You know how I said, oh, Russell's tyres are in a really good spot where I don't have to manage them. They're not getting too cold. They've got cold. Also, Russell's got ahead of Verstappen. Sorry, what is George doing?
Now we're down at turn 9.
I'm like the real-life F1 director. I keep missing all the action. Now, the question here is, do I try and pull ahead of Verstappen, or do I just embrace the fact that Max is with me? These soft tyres might have a bit of a performance edge. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to push If we stay ahead of Kevin, I'm going to push with George. But save fuel. If we stay ahead of Max, great. If he goes ahead of us, we can use the DRS to just slingshot back. There's another yellow flag. Kevin! Kevin!
Heading down the straight.
Kevin!
And they just can't keep on the track. Well, hopefully not a sign of things to come.
Kevin. Magnussen locked up. Did he get damage? No damage. Okay, you know what? He has crashed there, but he's not damaged his car. He's now got a lovely gap. I'm going to find the positives. We'll save some fuel now. Everything's fine. Verstappen is pushing, by the way. We're catching up to the back of Behrman here. If we slingshot around him, we'll be able to catch up. In Kevin, we trust. Kevin's tyre wear is only just worse than Tsunoda's, and it's still better than Stroll's. Russell and Verstappen here is a bit scary, isn't it? This is a bit scary, lads.
You can push on tyres. We're good on tyres.
I'm kind of thinking that with Russell here, I try and save these softs as much as I can. When all the medium runners pit, I then push in clean air, just hammer it home before we throw on the mediums. I know you need clean air, Poppet. You can have it later.
Head back down. We stay in the rhythm.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. If these medium runners pit for softs for their middle stint, I will be tempted to pit for softs and run mediums at the end. If they pit medium hard, they're not going to go medium hard, are they? I mean, they could. We'll have to wait and see. 1.1 behind. Porsche first to pit off the mediums. What tyre does he go on to? If he goes on to hards, that would be interesting. Softs. Are they going to go medium, soft, soft? We've got a set of softs for extending, which does 23 laps. So you probably could extend 2 sets of softs if you would go. That's such a risk. 21 laps is probably the most you'd expect to do on the softs. I think they're going to run medium, soft, soft. I think everyone's running medium, soft, soft.
That's P3.
If that's the case for Russell, I think it's better that I'm on the softs. I was going to say maybe I'm better off on the softs my next stint. But actually, I think I'm better on the mediums next stint, trying to keep up with some soft runners. Okay, Piastri and Perez pit. Now, I was thinking originally people might go medium, hard, soft. I now think everyone's going to go medium, soft, soft. Okay, well, I'll eat my words, because Piastri's put on a set of hards. And I'll tell you what, so is Perez. Is Porsche going to run the softs, then the hards at the end? See, if all those teams are running hards in the middle stint, they've gone medium hard. The hards don't last 40 laps. They just don't. This is going to be really weird. I think Russell could be in a good spot if more people follow that strategy. Sainz pits. If he goes softs, he is really going to throw a spanner in the works here. I really need to see him put on the softs, the hards chat. If he puts on the softs, we panic. Okay, now we panic because I don't know what they're doing. Is Behrman going to put on the hards or the softs? He puts on the softs too. What's Max put on? Softs. Now, are these people going medium, soft, soft? Or are they going medium, soft, hard? If they're on the hard tyres at the end, I want to be on soft tyres at the end chasing them. So we're going to stick on the medium, medium, soft strategy. What tyre are they going on? Albon. Oh, slow pit stop. Hards. Antonelli hards. Award. Hards. They've split their strategies perfectly, and it makes it really awkward for me to know which to do. Because in this kind of situation, I'd often just split it. I would do the opposite to whatever the AI does to try and, like, you know, roll the dice. But it's very 50-50. Like, Sainz is on softs, Albon's on hards, Verstappen's on softs, Antonelli's on hards, Behrman's on softs, O'Ward's on hards, Porsche's on softs, Piastri's on hards. They're literally 50-50. I mean, I don't know why I think we're racing them, but I feel like we could be. Russell now can go full-on aggressive and just burn up these tyres. There's a yellow flag. Safety car now, and I look like a genius. It's not us who's crashed. That's good. Has Albon had a moment? Was it Albon?
Window is open.
It's a long thing. Oh, it's Logan. Why can it be someone of relevance? Yeah, he's not at the wall, unfortunately. Right, George is in the pits. Hoping we're going to come out close to Behrman. I don't think we will. Oh my word, we've driven through a wall. No one saw it. No one saw it. No one's going to get to the last race of the season, said the bug testing team and the developers when they discussed fixing that issue. No one's going to be playing as the worst team at Abu Dhabi and paying attention. What's the yellow exclamation point on signs? That means he's got a technical issue of some kind. Okay, we have come out here in DRS. That's good. What signs is issue? Piastri's got an issue too. Piastri's is probably ERS failure. Where's Carlos? Carlos! Gearbox. That could be a bigger issue for him. So Kevin is out at the back, but he is now on a fresh set of softs. Although he has got the wild card of Sonoda and Maloney in front of him, which could be chaos. I feel like Yuki and Kevin should be able to carve through the gap here. So we got ahead of Porsche, but I forgot to update to deploy. So we're not getting that same umph. That's my bad, really. 2.8 seconds behind. What do I do? I think I just keep pushing, right? What's Kevin looking like about it? Okay. You know what? I do not mind if we're racing with Yuki here. Yuki's actually a good partner in crime to have. Because Yuki is also on the softs. If Kevin and Yuki work together, they could make up a lot of pace here. I mean, we're keeping the foot down. Sonoda's not getting by. Russell actually just got past Behrman. That's mega for us. I don't know what to do. Award and Behrman keep catching up to each other in the first DRS zone in a way that puts them both full second ahead of Russell. Yeah, it is annoying when you've got two cars in front of you with DRS that are kind of just keeping you agonisingly ahead. I think the advantage we've got now is we're on these medium tyres. Even though Award's pushing some harder, we have a bit more pace than him. Have pushed these mediums quite a bit harder than I intended to, but we're now at a point where we can stabilise this race, top up the battery, save some fuel. Get ready for the big finale. Lawson, by the way, been dropped. Yuki is now with us. So Award gets ahead of Russell here, but Russell should, I think... I'm not sure where the detection point is. Did Russell get the DRS there, or is it going to be... Okay, Award's got the DRS again. There's a yellow flag. VSC. VSC. Please tell me it wasn't Kevin. I wasn't paying attention. Safety car!
Cover that.
Crash involved. Oh, I could pit for mediums, but is it too early? Wait, it is Sainz! This is in the front of us. This is Sainz and Antonelli. Are they both out? Kevin gets pit. Oh, do I pit Kevin for the mediums? I can pit Kevin for the mediums, chat. But Russell doesn't have a set of tyres. Unless I go hards to the end. Hards to the end from here is going to be... But it's too soon for softs. Unless I try and make the softs last like I did for the first stint. I did 23 laps on them at the start of the race. There's 24 laps left. It just isn't going to work. I think with Russell, chat, I don't really have an alternative other than staying out. Unless I wanted to put on a used set of softs and then pit again for a fresh set anyway. I don't even know. I think... With the laps behind the safety car, maybe I can make the softs last with George. I think softs. I'm going to do softs with Kev as well. Or am I? I'm tempted to go mediums with Kev. Oh, it's not ideal. I'll be honest. I think this is a bit of a risk, but we'll see. Sainz made it out through. Verstappen, Antonelli, by the way, pitted. Antonelli's out. Sainz pitted. Words are hard. Albon's gone softs to the end. Hards to the end for Sainz. They don't have a tyre choice. Same for Verstappen. We're just going to politely park there so Max can pull out. Love that. Lots of hard runners. Not many people have a set of softs left, I guess. Okay, we're out. We're out in fourth. Out ahead of Behrman and ahead of Award. Behrman's on hards. Because of the AI teams pretty much all started on the softs. Not the softs, the mediums. They don't have mediums to run to the end now, which is why Kevin might be in a good spot. Sainz got a 5-second penalty. Wow, I missed that, chat. Right, lock in now, everyone. Lock in, focus up. I mean, George is in a good spot if the tyres last. My concern is the softs might go off quick. I actually think Kevin, Sonoda, I think anyone on mediums could be in a really good spot here. Russell basically has to gun it, I think, and try and follow Albon ahead. Okay, safety car ending.
Safety car in this lap.
Russell's plan here has to be to follow Albon if we can.
So let's get him.
Following Albon is the name of the game. Albon's the only other person in front of us on softs. I have to think we're going to be faster than Sainz of Verstappen. We are green. We are racing. We'll keep a half an eye on Kevin, although I feel like he's going to have a monster drive to get anything. When is Albon going to go? Now is the answer. We've got 20 laps of racing. I think the softs are okay. No DRS, of course, for 1 lap here. Sainz has a 5-second penalty. Albon is on softs. Verstappen and Sainz are on hards. So is Behrman on hards. I feel like I've got to use the tyre advantage of the softs and then try and follow Albon, who I have to assume will pull away. I say that. Sainz is pulling up alongside him. Sainz hasn't got the memo.
We have good on tyres. Covering.
I'm nervous, chat. I'm nervous. I don't want to push these softs too hard too early, but I'm desperate to follow Albon through if we can. I know you're a lot faster than these guys, Kevin. You tell me that a lot, mate. But are you actually? But are you actually, Kevin? He might chat. He might not have been lying all these years. Maybe he is way faster than these guys. He's up to 18th. That is our objective for the race, by the way, is 18th. Behrman has got past Russell, but we're still in the chasing pack. This isn't bad. Perez on the hards is more than a second behind. O'Ward getting past him on the softs is a bit scary. We are struggling to keep up with those guys in front, chat. I'm not going to have DRS here. O'Ward is going to eat me alive. We just don't have the pace. We just don't have the pace.
We need to push.
I can deploy a little bit, but I don't know if it's going to make much difference. Oh, I mean, we're massively out of position with where we were. In a weird way, the safety car was nice because it gave us a pit stop, but it gave everyone a pit stop and closed all the gaps, and we'd earned so much of a tyre advantage from extending that first stint that we kind of now don't have because everyone had to pit at the same time. Verstappen's going to get past us. The question is, will Perez get past us? I need the corner to come sooner. Please, 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 please. It's not come soon enough. Perez is going to try and get the move done. I'm going to deploy hit. Did they hit? No! Please tell me we're not going to get the penalty. We've got damage. Minor front wing damage for George. No!
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Minor front wing damage could be a problem here. Whose fault is this? He turned in on us. He turned in on us. Oh, they're all behind us now as well. We will have DRS because we're in the detection point, I think. Oh, I can't pit with front wing damage now. I can't afford that pit stop, can I? Oh, chat, it's so painful. Oh, did the tyres get mudded or are the tyres okay? The tyres got a little bit mudded. Oh, and Kevin's just swearing in my other ear. Oh, chat, this is bad because everyone is so close behind us. No penalty? No penalty. Okay, that's a small help. We are 2 seconds behind the car in front, which is max. I kind of need a helping hand. I need Piastri to go through here with DRS.
We need a little bit more lift off if you can, please. We need a little bit more.
I mean, Sainz still has a 5-second penalty. How far are we behind him? About 4.5 behind him. All right, I've got DRS here, which is nice. Porsche is hot in pursuit. Perez, after that crash, is further back. I need to try and keep Sainz in range.
No problem.
It's going to be tough, chat. It's going to be tough. I mean, Porsche is going to get through here. I'm a bit scared about Perez being hot on our heels as well. We are lacking race pace. The other challenging thing is that behind Porsche is everyone else. Like, everyone is in a big DRS train behind. I mean, Porsche is going to get past here. The front wing damage is a problem. We are clearly losing speed in the corner. Sainz's mechanical fault has got worse.
But it looks like they're carrying some kind of fault.
He already had a gearbox issue, right? I think it was gearbox for Sainz. If that wants to get worse, that might help me out. Now, Perez is trying to go for the overtake, chat. We've seen this movie before. Imagine if they crash again. Actually, I don't want to imagine it. But imagine. Okay, he did get through cleanly that time. The front wing damage, chat. It's painful. I basically need to keep DRS on everyone and hope that that's enough, but I'm struggling to keep in DRS through the corners. Kevin's target was P18. George's, I think, was P16. I mean, there was potential for a lot more points, and a safety car kind of neutralised the race and lost me the advantage that we had with tyres remaining.
Yeah, copy.
But compared to where we started, I say that, we started in 10th actually with George, so it's not actually improved that much, but it feels like it could be worse. Then again, you might want to come back to me in like 5 minutes, because we're carrying front wing damage, and it is costing us time, and a lot of it, and it is making me feel a bit sad. I've got to remind myself, George's objective was top 16, I think. Maybe we should have gone hard. I'll be honest.
Yeah, copy.
The reason we're losing places now is just down to our damage. I don't think the soft's hard to debate. I don't think there's that bigger a difference. I think you can kind of see that in the fact that the soft runners are racing hard against the runners are kind of matching one another's pace. In a weird way, it's like preserving the softs or pushing the hards kind of ends up with the same net result. Even the medium runners haven't really come through here. It was like the safety car came out at the perfect time for mediums, but because, oh my word, did we hit him? I don't know. I mean, the game's done more weird corner stuff, and I'm grateful. But I think because everyone opened up the race on mediums, no one had mediums to go on to when it was optimal for mediums, you saw kind of a big 50-50 split. We have technically overtaken Piastri there. It is slightly dubious, and we've not held down the position. So that is a shame.
My feeling is we don't have the pace.
My feeling is we don't have the pace. You know what? Your feeling's probably correct. But let's still believe George. I mean, I will say Norris, Stroll and friends have dropped a bit behind us. Gasly is the only man breathing down our neck. Right now, we are 6 seconds behind Sainz. If we can get within 5 seconds of Sainz, chat, it's worth another position. Piastri here doesn't have DRS, and we are so close to being behind him. My car doesn't accelerate like his, does it?
Yeah, copy.
He got DRS barely. How close was he to having DRS there?
We just keep the head
He
down.
doesn't even have it now. That's how close. Sainz has lost one position. Verstappen gets through as well. Right, I need Carlos Sainz to get dropped here by these guys. I'm desperate. I'm practically begging. I am on my knees to see Carlos Sainz drop into our clutches. It's going to be really close. Oh, we are close to not having DRS here. I actually think I can go back up to standard use. I don't have DRS. I don't have DRS, do I? Or do I? I'm saying it more out of hope than expectation. Oh, I do! Go! Go! Please! If I move forward like I'm heave-hoeing, does that help?
Okay, to pick up the pace.
They're side by side. They're going to cost each other time. That gives me DRS. Sainz is getting free drive really speedy off these guys. But I'll tell you what, Sergio's coming through on him. Sergio's coming through. Cost Sainz time. This is good. We're behind Hadjar. We're behind
Okay, head down,
Piastri.
keep focusing.
I think we send these tyres to the end. Albon's tyres have gone, chat, but are they going to drop off enough that Verstappen catches him? Send it. Why not?
We can still do it.
Made these softs last well. Albon's tyres have
Okay,
gone.
this is last lap.
How close is Sainz? We are within a 5 seconds of Sainz, right? I'm not going crazy there. Someone tell me if I'm going crazy. The pressure's getting to me. The tyres have gone off at all the other soft runners.
Head down.
Oh, please! Oh, my word. Why are you so slow through there? Last DRS zone. Think it's our best chance to deploy. Come on, please! Oh, with the wrong angle, the wrong side of Hadjar. I don't think Lamborghini have scored points all years. This would be mega for them. Oh, we get pinched. We're still within 5 seconds of Sainz. Wait, was that a Williams on the inside? Pierre Gasly, Pierre! Pierre, mon ami! Pourquoi? Stay in your own lane. I've got no battery. I've got no front. We have a damaged wing, but you know what? We're going to hold on for points. Behrman gets the win. Albon gets for the second. Perez fourth. O'World third.
Pitten.
Oh,
Nice one. Cheers.
I think we got it.
Honestly,
I think we got it. Oh, Lambo scored in Bahrain. Lamborghini definitely has some pace. Oh, yeah, Kevin did finish in 15th. I think that's 2 points. I wanted to see. I want to see it for it to be official. We've got to wait for Kushmani to finish, haven't we? Kevin did his objective. Russell got points. Everyone's a winner.
Today, it's George Russell's time to shine.
That's a bit over the top, isn't it? We've seen him get a podium this year. I mean, 1 point gain for Russell, 5 gained for Kevin. Very easy to forget. Kevin started in the pit lane. Audi move ahead of McLaren. The battle for third in the Constructors is a big one. Sainz only getting 1 point as well is also good for the Drivers' Championship. We don't want Sainz running away with it. Final results. Carlos Sainz dropped. He actually still managed to finish ahead of Gasly. Barely. By 14 thousandths. Williams nearly got a point. Shame. What about the one that matters? Oh, Kevin's up there. George Russell had a good stop as well. Fastest pit stop award. Suck it, Ferrari. Isabel's announced she's going to hang up and retire at the end of the season. No. 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 Why? Why? Not again. It's like a recurring nightmare I can't get out of. Right, regulation votes. Less wind tunnel time for the bad teams. I'm voting against this. We're one of the bad teams. Isabel was meant to come in this year. I was forecast Isabel.